partner's approach is that every client is unique, every situation is unique. What we have to do is to find the unique solution for that client, and that is about having an idea, a big idea, and that usually comes from the bedrock of great strategy. So luckily we have a lot of clever people here, far cleverer than I am, and those people help to articulate what the situation is, what the problem is, what the need is for that client, and then we work with them to fine-tune that and to get it into a situation where we understand what that problem really is, and then and turn that into a positive and to communicate it, and whether that's a strategic line, whether it's complete methodology, whether it's 2 words. We always work together to get to that end point. Sorry about the tune. Usually it's a confirmation of what we know anyway. Everybody who's close enough, who is senior enough, who's been around long enough, knows that whether it feels like it's a good year or not. The awards are one of those things where you get that confirmation. And I think the thing that internally it's wonderful, because then the designers get to understand the difference between something that's okay, good, better, excellent. And we want excellent all the time. Excellent is really, really difficult to achieve. Sometimes it's there, but if we do too much of this stuff down the bottom, we start panicking, we do start worrying, and we will do something about it. The pressure is not about the rest of the industry, we just care about our own pressure. I think if we worried about what everybody else thought, then we wouldn't do anything. We care about, do we feel passionate and excited about the work that we're producing, and are we pushing ourselves? Are we scared every day? And that's the stuff that we really care about. Quality control, I think, is about, I try and set the level. We have a piece of writing on the wall that I'm not sure if you've seen, that's a quote that I was on the receiving end of, myself and 2 others were on the end of what can only be described as a Ferguson hairdryer treatment, about a piece of work from one of our founder partners, Aziz, and there were 3 of us going through some work with him, and this quote that's on the wall was basically a line that was said, and for me that was a really good line. It's an impossible thing to achieve. Are we the best beep agency in the world, or a bunch of beep beep? That's an ambition, and it's an ambition that can't be achieved. It's like getting to the moon, 50 years ago. Yeah, 50 years ago. It hadn't been achieved. and it's an arrogant statement, and it's deliberately arrogant, because if we don't try, we're never going to get there. If we just kind of give up hope, then what's the point in even starting? What I do with the teams is go through the work, and I use my objectivity in that situation. So I'm coming in, I have no grudge to bear, I have no baggage, I have no preconceptions. All I care about is the idea there, and is the idea good, and can we hold on to the idea, and what is that idea? If we know what the idea is, then I tell people to hold on to it. Sometimes what happens is we can get confused, we can overthink things, and we start getting muddled, and things start drifting. It's like, hold on to it. This is the idea, keep it, and hold on to it, and clarify it, simplify. If I need a tape recorder just to kind of play back, simplify, because I must say it 50 times a day. Drives me insane, probably drives everybody here absolutely insane, because it's just holding on to the thing that keeps an idea pure and simple. My tactics are that we have a monthly review, a quarterly review, and then I catch up on the work all the time as well. So I should be escaping really. And when we do the monthlies, that's a crucial one because we try and put up a post-it note on top of what is the idea. In 2, 3, 4 words, that's the idea, and here's the work, and then we stick everything on the wall as well. I hate things hiding in computers, and things need to be on a wall so we can go through it, and there's visibility. Nobody can hide inside a computer. Stick it on a wall. No, everybody can hide inside a computer. Stick it on a wall, nobody can hide. The additional benefit is that if work is on the wall, people passing will then contribute as well. And it is very much there's a lot of democracy in this place, which you probably wouldn't get from the outside. And actually my role is, a lot of the time, is mediating the democratic process of helping input work. So I'll let everybody contribute too, and then I'll say, okay, in my view, if I were you, I would do X and Y, but this is your job. So I'm not going to tell people what to do. I'll suggest and make recommendations in terms of where they could go. Ultimately, it's their jobs, it's their accounts, it's their clients, it's their jobs, and it is their job to maintain that relationship and to do the best work. All I am there to do is to help, guide, steer, and occasionally get a bit cross. But I try and limit the number of times I get cross, because if you do it too often, it just waters down the effect. I love the fact that everybody here feels the drive, the internal energy to try and do the very best work that when you leave the studio here every night, that you feel like you've done something different, that you feel like you've actually made a difference as well, and that you've pushed yourself, you've learned something new. And if they haven't felt that, and if it starts to feel like a day job, it's a job. This is not a job. This is a vocation. It's a vocation. And anybody who thinks it's not a vocation, go and work somewhere else, because this is a place that's all about trying to get the very, very best results for our clients. We're not artists. We are not doing this for ourselves. We are doing this for our clients. We are doing this to make their businesses better. We're doing this to make the world a better place as well. Hopefully it looks a better place, but also the businesses perform, and that will actually add to the success of businesses and countries around the world. I think if an agency of that sort of a size of around 10, if they shouldn't over worry about the strategy side of things. At that point, it is about understanding what the problem is, and most creative directors should be able to understand, okay, if this is the problem, this is what you need to do as a solution to it. Let's not over panic about all that. As long as you understand what it is that you need to do, that can be covered by single presentations that just say, we believe this, and we may not have the strategy people behind us, but we believe it's this. And if you trust in our knowledge and experience and trust us enough and that this is the right solution, and if you're prepared to go for it, then let's see if it works, and if it doesn't, we'll change tack. Strategy is really important in certain situations for certain clients, because it massively helps from a reassurance point of view. At a certain size, do you really need it? You just need the reassurance that you're doing the right thing.